What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And all y'all people, I'm glad y'all liking the videos and stuff with the hip hop, but man, y'all just like extra crazy about this Jay-Z stuff, dude. Like, really? You think I'm hating on Jay-Z when I'm telling you basically what everybody else knows? It's like I'm making stuff up to bash Jay-Z. You have nothing but fact check to go along with every single subject to back up everything you need. I mean, you make it look like I just say, hey, that dude's a snake, man. You making it say he a snake. I'm just like, dude, if the skin fits, what he did was pretty snakish. But look at what he done. Go back and see if you can criticize all the things that he's done that I've just talked about. Now, if he didn't do those things, then you could have an argument. But don't just come in, hey, man, you just hating on Jay-Z. No, just telling you the truth. Now, let's just move forward. And now this is about A$AP Rocky versus Atlanta rappers. And he's not against Atlanta rappers. Not all of them. But when you talk about Atlanta rapper 1 and 2, you're talking about all of them. Because that's the way they operate. And they don't understand is that basically it's one rapper that really threw his hands up in the air, and that was Q, who made the song OG Bobby Johnson. Now, what happened was pretty simple. But everybody took his words out of content because that's exactly what it is. Okay? Let's go to the beginning, because that's normally how you find out where everything is stemming from. In the beginning, A$AP Rocky decides to come out with his album because A$AP is the worldwide, is what their group was, the A$AP Mob, and he was Young Flacco. That wasn't taking off for him, so he changed his name to A$AP Rocky. Then they had another A$AP that was in the group, and then one of their producers died. A$AP, what's his name, Yams, and so the first album they had was, what was that, back in 2011? When he decided to come out with Purple Swag. That's when he had that Live Love album. And it got a quick buzz, through the internet and everything, and the major labels started paying attention. And that's when he got his RCA deal. And it was worth like $3 million. Then he came out with, what's that, Long Live A$AP. And everybody, Jay-Z was on talking about the album, and everybody was loving it. And they was like, man, this is creative, and the kick drums and all this stuff, man, this is what's hot. Then with all the success in 2013, he basically took a break and wasn't working as much, started touring, doing fashion shows, and banging all these airhead wannabe R&B singers. And all of a sudden, he just started, just disappeared. The people stopped caring about A$AP. Now he started filming a couple of movies. He wanted to transition into that, which is fine. But then he puts together a project which, to me, is very underrated. It's a very good project. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to tell you it's not Illmatic. But Long Live A$AP, the one he dropped today, this year, is like, wow, this is decent. Like, this is a real good CD. You got a good 12 songs plus some bonus songs if you got the deluxe edition. You know, I like the joint that Kanye did for him. I like the song with Drake, the Effing Problems. I was like, wow, that's a good album. Even though it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard, it did 139. I think that was the first album. That was the first album that did all that. This album, it did diddly squat. I think it may have like maybe 139,000 copies sold to date, if not 200,000. I kid you not. This album tanked. And all that stuff, controversy of him sleeping with the girl and him putting her on blast and all that was to build up momentum for his album, which was sleazy promotion. His album tanked, and he's watching people he feel didn't have good enough projects from Atlanta. They getting all the airwaves, and the songs are sounding the same to him. And it's like, man, these dudes are ruling the airways over my joints, which don't sound nothing like this. Mine is creative. I'm doing different stuff, and these is all songs that sounding the same. And the Atlanta radio stations is ruling. So if you ain't sounding like them, basically that's a wrap. But I'm going to let you hear what he actually said. You know, I'm not going to sit there and put words in his mouth. Here we go. This is what A$AP Rocky said about Atlanta rap, period, in his own words.
But all them niggas sound the same. You know, that's my thing. You know, like here, you got, it's not as much dope shit. But well, it is, but a lot of people don't see it the way I see it. And they don't sound alike. Everybody just got their own different thing going on, you know. But the Atlanta dudes, there's a few dudes that do their own thing and they killing it. I'm not saying all Atlanta rappers sound the same, but for the most part, majority, they all kind of have this similar kind of like cadences and flows and deliveries, and even recycle the same lyrics from each other. Like, this ain't, you know, I gotta just say it, you know, this ain't dissing nobody, but I don't understand how Future could make a song like Shit, right? And then this nigga, I forgot his name. You make OG Bobby Johnson. I was about to say OG Bobby Shmurda, but damn, I can't laugh on it. It's pretty too hard. But you make OG Bobby Johnson, and it's like headshot, hit him with it. It's the same thing Future's saying, and we allowed that. You know, not taking nothing away from Q is his name. I know his name. Not taking nothing away from him, but I just feel like it's like, come on, you know. It's just, I like the song, and if you ask me if I like the song, yes, this is a dope song, yes. But that's probably why, you know, Future is where, you know, and this sounds like I'm downplaying this guy, and because I don't even know him, so I don't got nothing against him. I'm just telling the situation. I feel like it's okay to be inspired, but you can't bite off contemporary artists that's in your same league. You know, you can't get inspired by them, because then it's technically biting.
Man, I mean, that was that. I mean, so there you have it. That's exactly what he said. Now, if you're an Atlanta rapper, all you gonna hear, and especially if you Q, all you gonna hear is biting Future. You're going to hear the word biting. You're going to hear Future. His song, you copied off of it with Bobby Johnson, OG Bobby Johnson. Far as from public knowledge, OG Bobby Johnson came out first. But it doesn't mean that just because it came out first, don't mean it wasn't recorded first or whatever it was. But, hey, same minds think alike. You know, I doubt he stole anything from Future. Period. It's just that when they're in the same flow, they're inspired by a certain flow. The songs and things that they say are very similar. It's probably language or something that somebody else done said in ATL that they just went with. It's a common thing. If you're from the city, you understand it. And even though he says, I'm not talking about all the rappers, there's some rappers out there in Atlanta that's doing some things and it's hot. He even said he liked the song Bobby OG Bobby Johnson. But it's not going to be taken that way because of what you said. And then Q comes out and tells Rocky it's on site. So now this does nothing for you. It creates a little buzz, but you're upset because your album ain't do great. You see, rappers never say these type of things when their albums is hitting. You know, you on top of the game. Your records is killing it. You sit there and say, well, all these Atlanta rappers, they say, you ain't gonna hear that. Because he ain't gonna have time to care about it. My thing is, what made you care about it now to you had to mention it. You had to say something. It's biting. Another contemporary artist and we got styles, it's all sound the same and we all sound different, and now you basically saying over here we doing this and our stuff sounds different, but over there it's all sounding the same. So now it sounds like hating on somebody because you ain't popping right now. That's what it comes off with. But for the public to know, his project, ASAP Rocky's last project, is a good, you could buy that. Go copy. Y'all are download age now. You can go download it if you want to. But that's a real good album. Like that took work. And I appreciate the fact that he took time to really make that album. The public didn't respond to it because he waited too long and basically fell out of the loop. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Because I know some of y'all young enough to really follow these dudes all the way. This is really kind of out of my age bracket, but I understand the situation. I understand the business of it, so I know what they were going for. But it's your boy Carcino. I'm out.